what's going on, guys? John McLennan here with GuitarControl.com, and we've got an awesome lesson on a song called Oh Darlin' by the Beatles. Click the link below to get the tab that goes along with this lesson. I'm going to break down the entire song and show you how to play rhythm through the whole thing, and we're going to use some great chords, so let's zoom in and break it down. Let's break down the rhythm on the A section. First part of the song. We've got 6 chords, and I'm going to be using some thumb chords, but you can substitute just simple chords if these are hard for you. Let me play it for you first. So I come in right on this A chord, right on the verse, oh darling, and I'm using this bar chord at the 5th fret, or this thumb chord rather, so 5th fret with my thumb, and then skip a string, 7, 6, 5, 5. And I hit the bass note, and then I kind of hit the rest of the chords, so I'm separating the bass strings from the high strings, and I like that style of rhythm playing. Then E, that's going to be open, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 1st, open, open. Then F sharp minor 7, another thumb chord. I just take one finger and I bar 4 strings. At the 2nd fret, strings 1 to 4 are barred. Then I'm muting the 5th string, and then my thumb comes over and plays the 2nd fret. So it's actually all on the 2nd fret, 2, 2, 2 like this. Then to a D bar chord. This is on the inner strings, 5, 7, 7, 7. So I'm muting the 6th string and muting the 1st string. Then I go to B minor 7, which I could play the same as I did the F sharp minor 7, just up here at the 7th fret. Or I could also play it like this, sort of like a lot of jazz players play it like this. You know, if you don't want to use the thumb. So that would be 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. And then E9 is the last chord here, which would be just bringing these down. You've got 7, 6, 7, 7, 7. Okay, so I've got A, E, F sharp minor 7, D, B minor 7, E9, E minor 7, E9. Then you can do this bass line. It's basically walking from the 1 chord up to the 4 chord, then back to the 1, then to the 5. So it's kind of just a typical sound, but I like to play something like this. So that was open, up to 5, so 2, 4, 5. Then you go back down, 4, 2, 0. And then on the 6th string, 4, 2, 0. That's leading you into like an E chord. And at that point, I may play something like this, which is the same chord that I started on, you know, as like leading into that A chord at the beginning. It's an E7 sharp 5. This is the 7th fret, 6th fret, 5th fret, 5th fret. So I'm kind of just playing those inner strings. And that gets a really cool sound. Muting the 1st string, and then I can play the low E because the chord is E, so that's a root note. And you hear that like, you know, T-Bone Walker might start a blues like, you know, with that kind of sound. So I definitely, again, hear the blues influence in this song. So let's play it together, the A section from the top. I'll play that chord as a kickoff. And then the melody goes, oh, A chord, and to E, F sharp minor 7, D, B minor 7, E9, B minor 7, E9, then walk the bass. Start again. Chord, and that leads us into the bridge. So a couple things, you know, I'm just sort of playing and adding as I go. Instead of just doing the bass line, you can put the chords with it. So A, D, A. See what I did there? Or the second time would go. Stay on the A. That's it. Leads us into the B section of the tune. So hopefully that will explain the chords for the first part. If you're having trouble, click the link below so you can get the tab. And let's get into the next section. Nice work! So you're feeling comfortable with that section. Let's move on to the next part. So we come out of the bass line. We stay on that A7, and I'll continue into the bridge. It sounds like this. Back to the first section. So what happens is we're on an A7 chord coming out of that bass line, and we go to the 4 chord, which is a typical thing that happens in a lot of songs in the bridge. You go to the 4. And that would be a D chord here at the 5th fret. 5, 7, 7, 7. Again, I'm playing those inner strings, and I'm muting strings 1 and 6. And I've got this, you know, when you told me. Paul McCartney's vocal is ridiculous on this. It's so good. And it's so high. When you told me. It's up the octave from where I'm singing it. When you told me. 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you go to an F. You didn't need me anymore. And that's the same chord shape as what I was doing for A. I just put it on the 1st fret. So I'm going to be thumb on the 6th string. Then skip a string and go 3, 2, 1. If you want, you can grab the high string. But that would be an F bar chord. You could also do it here, which we're going to use in a minute. This 8, 10, 10, 10. But we'll play the first one down here. That's what's written in the chart. So, when you told me you didn't need me anymore. Then you take this same chord and move it to the 5th fret, which is going to be A. So F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, right? So that's the cool thing about a lot of these chords you may learn in this song, is that you can play them up and down the whole neck because they don't have open strings. So any chord that doesn't have open strings is a movable shape. So F, this being my root, I can move it up to the 5th fret, and now it's an A. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to move it up another whole step. So, when you told me you did an F chord and to A, and then stay there twice as long on A. Then you go up 2 frets, same chord. And sometimes I'll do that, like if I'm going from 5 to 7, why not go and climb it up like that? You know, you hear Hendrix do that, like that kind of thing. So then you get to the B chord, which is 7, skip a string, 9, 8, 7. Okay, stay there for 2 bars. Go to E, which would be open 6th string, 7, 9, 9, 9. And then I take it and I slide it up 1 fret, which now makes it an F, like what I was talking about earlier when we were doing this chord. This is a higher voicing of an F. But when I do that, I bring my first finger up, so I mute this string. Then you go back down, and then I hit the E7 sharp 5. That same chord we used at the beginning. So the last 2 bars are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and you hit that chord 1, 2, 5, 6, 1. Okay? So, when you told me then you're back to the first part. You play the A section again, and when you end the song, you go like this. You go, you know, oh, darling. Bass line, and then you go and you do this typical blues thing where you go up a half step. So this would be like a B flat 7 chord to an A7, and it's like a bar chord here. I just take my pinky off. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this lesson inspires you and makes you want to pick up the guitar and play more every day. For more information, check out guitarcontrol.com. There's a lot of great courses available there. And don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know some topics or some things you'd like to see in upcoming lessons. Alright, I'm John McLennan. See you next time.